Calculating efficiency. Please wait. 1,417 errors.
G'day and welcome to Dodge This, the channel that's all about things Guild Wars 2. This is Kaaboose.
Margie. Please.
And take them.
And today we'll be talking about how well Guild Wars 2 is holding up stability-wise since release. So, first up, I've got on the list here is the mail. I've been having quite a few problems with it, ranging from mail taking anywhere between 1 to 5 minutes to arrive, or not working entirely. At the moment it just says it's unavailable for me, and yet, Takem was able to send me something just a moment ago, weren't you?
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with it all day.
What about you, Mardu?
Yeah, I've not been able to use it at all during the first day, and it worked this morning, and I've not had a problem with it since.
Any luck with you, Cleve?
I've just received mail fine every now and then, just won't send mail.
Yeah, so some improvements to be done there. Black Lion, for me, has been working perfectly ever since they took it down and put it back up. It's actually working at a decent speed now. First time for me since the beta. What about you guys?
Yeah, they definitely were quick to fix their monetization.
Makes sense. The funniest bug I saw with that was last night. Tex's interface kept saying coming up in different languages, like one item would come up in French and other would come up in German. For example, the cow finisher was coming up as coup de grace something. So all in all, Black Lion seems to be working now.
Yeah, it's all good now.
Anyone else here doing structured PvP, or am I the only one messing around with that?
Just you, I think we're all big into the
I
PvE.
spent like 5-10 minutes in there and that was it.
Did you have any troubles getting into a match though?
Oh yeah, it took probably about 10-15 minutes to get into one, but that wasn't too bad.
When did you try it?
Probably when I was around level 6, just before you got back on today.
Oh, okay. I tried this morning and I couldn't get into them last night. I'd have to keep relogging until the game let me in. But I didn't have any problems this morning. I thought maybe they'd fixed it, but seems like there are still some problems for some. Mardu, do you want to go over how well it's running for you after those tweaks you've done?
Yeah, the all yesterday and most of this morning I was getting fairly consistent disconnections on loading screens, but after updating my graphics driver, it's mostly cleared up and it actually runs a lot better. But occasionally when I'm switching zones, it'll just drop me out again.
So still needs some improvement there. You're running on minimum specifications, right?
Correct. The launcher in the stress tests was telling me I was below specs, but I'm, according to the website, exactly right on there.
Has anyone been able to access the trading post at all since launch?
The closest I've gotten to the trading post is, like right now, if you click on it, it'll have the Quaggan asleep. That's it.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Came up with a couple of items last night, but never been able to get going again.
Tex had some problems with her login screen. They're still there. Her characters are missing the tops of their heads for some reason. It's the most interesting bug I've seen yet. Well,
Speaking of the character models, my Asura, when he's holding a flamethrower or other two-handed weapon like that, his neck is all, it looks broken. You know, like the cockroach guy on Men in Black 1.
Your skin is hanging off your bones. Oh dear.
And because my Asura has no chin in the first place, it looks especially weird.
Tex is also upset that the Hall of Monuments won't validate her tormented weapons. It was the first weapon she'd put up there, so she's got 2 points waiting and 2 rewards to come in, but it seems to take half a week for those things. I see we're pretty lucky with World vs. World. Not only are we tearing it apart on this server, but there are 6 servers out there that can't even get it.
Yeah, well, they did say that World vs. World would be a mess for a while.
Yeah, well, I suppose that can't be helped. Oh, last but not least, problems with the guild. I cannot add anything to our build queue at the moment. Thankfully, however, Mardu can.
Most strange. Have more ability than the guild leader.
Don't abuse that power. I'm looking up on the top issues at the moment. I've got verifying email address. Tex can't do that at the moment. Guild invites cannot be sent at this time. Additionally, some players who were in guilds have been kicked and cannot be re-invited.
Yeah, right. I only got invited like last night, I think it was.
Might have just made that in time. Thankfully, we've got a bit of influence stacked up already, so our build queues are well and truly going. We can use that as an excuse as for why there are so few people in our guild. It's not that we can't find people that want to join us, it's that we can't invite them, right?
Yeah. It's not a lack of interest.
No, not at all.
It seems that everybody I've run into that is in a guild, they're running with like people that they already know from like WoW and shit anyway.
Yeah. There's just here from the Facebook page. Hi Guild Wars 2 players. Here is a list of ongoing issues that are being worked on. Our number one priority at present is to fix issues that are preventing players from accessing the game. Issues relating to error codes 7, 21, 58 and 1038. We should bloody go over that. If this was World of Warcraft and there was something wrong with it, they'd have the servers down while they were fixing it. But, you know, they're not doing that with Guild Wars 2, they're fixing it while we're playing.
I really want to know how they do it.
The fact that they can maintenance the game while it's up. I mean, we all know it was down yesterday. I'm pretty sure people will have seen that clip.
Yeah, I mean, I know how they do it with the trading post and stuff. It's an in-game browser, just like Eve. That's why it has loading screens and web-based errors. But like the other patching they can do on the fly, it's crazy.
Yeah, the MMOs are going to have to learn how to do that. I mean, they did it back in Guild Wars 1, but everyone just said, oh, that's easy because it's not a real MMO, they can easily do it. But they're still able to do it with Guild Wars 2, so there you go. Thank God for updating on the fly.
Sure feels like a real MMO.
What have you guys been up to today? I've done a bit of structured PvP, started my crafting, and just wandering around the Matrika province, trying to 100% it. What about you?
Yeah, I've got 100% on that, and 38% on Brisbane Wildlands. Noticing a bunch of bugs are still there from betas.
Yeah, you said
especially in Metrica.
You said that there were a lot of bugged quests in the beta, and they're still bugged now on release.
Yeah, and I personally reported the bugs too. Like,
yeah, I don't like we don't have that button anymore.
Like the old Ula lab, the 2 bugs associated with it, because you have to go get the crystal. It's a random drop to open the door. The outer door, which the NPCs are supposed to open, doesn't open still. And the main guy, when you get to the end of it, the NPC that you're escorting, he'll die of poison. But then because it's out of combat, it doesn't trigger a fail state, so that they all just kind of stand there looking at each other.
I just went up to the trading post and it's just got a picture down for maintenance at the moment.
Oh, the big fire elemental, although it still kills everybody, it actually died this time.
So it's still
Improvement
a
from
badass
the beta.
son of a...
Oh, you walk in and you like lose 2/3 of your life. It's like, how did that even happen?
Oh, you should see the ooze event and then walk straight up to it, bam, one shot and you're dead.
Well, I think we really are. We're struggling to find things to say that are wrong with the game now. I mean, I thought we'd have a much easier time discussing all the bugs and problems with it than this.
I am having fun.
Anyone not having fun because of the way the game is running?
Game's running fine, it's just the trading things that are affected at the moment, but they don't really matter on the gameplay until you start getting higher level.
I see there are people who can't even get in, which obviously is a problem. If anyone...
Sucks for them.
You bastard. If anyone is having those problems, leave us a comment here and just let us know what you're feeling and all that. Vent.
And just bag out Mardu in the process.
We are interested.
The thing is with these errors is a lot of the time when they get fixed, people just jump straight in the game and they forget to go back and report that, yeah, well done, ANET, you fixed the error for me and now I can play, thanks very much. I guess ArenaNet just have to wait until the complaints stop and then guess, alright, they're not complaining anymore, I guess we fixed it.
Yeah, the lack of complaint means that everything is good.
Generally, yes. Alright guys, well this has been our Day 2 roundup of Guild Wars 2. If you guys have any particular videos or anything you want us to do, as always, just leave us a comment or post us at the email. I am checking it daily. Not one of you slack bastards has sent us an email there, so we're just being left to our own devices. Oh, and if you don't have a guild, come join ours, goddammit.
Very active, nearly 100% of members on at all times.
Yes! What more could you want?
Being able to invite people.
So far things are looking pretty good for Guild Wars. We haven't leveled out of the starting areas yet, you know, further than we could during the beta, so we can't tell you how great the further areas are. Personally, I'm not rushing, I'm just enjoying myself, and the fact that I keep stopping to make more videos and answer the comments isn't really speeding along my progress any. But I've got the other guildies to tell me how it's going, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, I'm just trying to 100% every area.
Hopefully, when the game actually does officially release past the head start, they'll have fixed all of this crap. Certainly doesn't look like the game will fail, at any rate, at least not anytime soon.
One other thing I've noticed though, everybody just keeps standing in everything.
And then getting one
It's so funny because like we've played like all of the betas, and you'd think these other people have as well, but they clearly have not.
You see an NPC, and there are quite obvious visual indications that he is charging up for a big swing, and they just stand there and they get walloped.
It's like, I can take this, I'm a tank!
Bam!
I have a shield and everything.
Alright, I'll let you guys get back to the game now, and I'll work on cutting and pasting all of our pauses in Vent and making this a lot easier to listen.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
The only reason there's a lot of pauses is we don't know who wants to talk next.
We're just being polite.
Another reason to join the guild.
Oh yeah, we're totally polite. You listened to our last video we did with all of us just sitting in Vent. We're a polite bunch of chaps, we are. Alright, this has been Kaaboose.
Oh, Marju as well.
And Cleve.
Don't forget about Takem.
And we'll all see you next time. Come join us in the guild, you bastards.
Clearly polite.